little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah, hey, yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah, subscribe, hit the button. Tryna save us some money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button and start watching, start watching. Extra dollars in your pocket, tell me who wouldn't want it. On the road to 10K, that's a whole lot of money. You hear that beat? That's that money machine. All I see is green. Dead faces all in my dream. Recipe is free, just tap in and start watching. Auntie Foxie with another one. Straight drop, yeah. You tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Tryna save a little money, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Subscribe, hit the button, yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah, hey, yeah, she got you, yeah, she got you. Yeah, hit Auntie Foxie, Auntie Foxie. Yeah.
What's up, everyone? This is your favorite Auntie Foxie. I'm here today to unstuff my 52-week savings challenge that I got from Jordan Budgets. This is part of my funding for the future that I'm doing for my daughter's law school and for her apartment and getting everything situated for when she goes away to law school. So I also use the Build-A-Bank, which is here in this. In here, this is our Build-A-Bank vault, and I started out with this one. This was one that was I got it in June, and I finished it sometime in the beginning of October. I'm sorry, the beginning of August, somewhere in maybe the middle of August when I was first working on Build-A-Bank. So I'm going to unstuff this today, and then I'm going to eventually add it to the vault, and then we are going to add it all up. And I know how much it should be. And then I don't know where, oh God. Okay, then we're going to there's change in here. We're going to put it in our, remember this? Remember the Auntie Foxie, Bank for Foxie? The pink ones. Lord, I have 3 of them. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to unstuff this, put it in there. I know it's going to take a while. So this is actually going to be more than one part, because I'm sure, because for me to do this and then count it to make sure I have what I think I have in here, because this was 1,378. I added my own tracker to this, but at the last one, I added, on 52, I added $22 to make it $1,400. So hopefully I didn't make any mistakes along the way. I have one of my cash trays here, and we are just, oh God, the glares. And this is see that? So bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom out. I'm so mad. Well, we'll see what happens. Or maybe I'll just leave it like this for right now. But the most important thing is to just start unstuffing this. And I have this ready to add up later. Let me move this. Maybe I'll move this for now. All right, so I'm going to start. Probably just go ahead and put the music on, because it's going to take a while. I don't know. What do you think? Or I could chat. I guess I could chat, because maybe what I'll do, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to definitely do this separate. I'm not going to add it right now. I don't know. We'll see. That's 2. So how are you doing any of the 52-week challenges? I thought this was so cute. I picked it because it had a graduation sort of school theme to it. I thought it was really nice. Okay. Um, Let me just tell you, when I first started doing these 52-week challenges, the first time I did one was 2013, and I've been doing them ever since then. Even if I do nothing else, I do one of these, right? At least one. And I used to do two of them. I first started out with doing one, first week, second week, third, fourth, like that. And then later on, I started doing, I think the second year I did two of them. I can't even remember, I think it was the second year. And then I started to do, to go backwards. I had one going from 52 down to one. And this was way before I had even heard of the budgeting community and savings challenge. I mean, I knew it was a savings challenge, but I don't even know what it was called. Oh. See, I did because I used this and I created my own like this it's like a little, got my own little flair to it because I didn't know the denominations. I'm sorry, the dimensions. So anyway, I'm going to take the whole thing out. That's the thing. Back then, the savings challenges were more, the first time I did it, it was regular envelopes. I had regular envelopes that I got from Staples, and they were like wedding invitation envelopes, but they were big enough for me to put into, I got like an A5 binder, the kind that that's like a 3-hole. And I used that and I decorated it so cute. I put stickers all over it because, I've always been that kind of person, that kind of budgeter or whatever, whatever planner. I always like, I'm not gonna say kind of budget. I was always just that kind of person that I like visuals. Whenever I do things like that, way before I even found Happy Planner, I was, I should call it like I should do scrapbooking. So I always like things like that look nice, and that kept me motivated. Like I did little affirmations to myself, and so you really had to discipline yourself because there were no quick wins with that. You start off in January, and back then nobody really did it early. You just did it. I did it the whole year. And I figured the way I am, I'm like, well, that's the rule. So since that's the rule, that's how it goes. You got to do it that way, Let me see. I want to really put this in my things because this is going to turn into a mess after a while. I wonder if I should, who's going to have the most ones or whatever. The twos. Twos I'll just put over here. But yeah, so that was the thing, you waited the whole year. And sometimes I would feel so bad because back then, like I said, I wasn't on YouTube. It was mostly, people on Facebook. Like you'd find people on Facebook to do it. And I would post about it, at the beginning of the year. Every year, be like, look, guys, look, I saved this amount last year. You can do it too. And, it would be family and friends and everybody would be so hyped. But then what would happen, the deal, like about January, because January you're saving $1, $2, like that, $3. It's when you start getting in the other months. So by the time, the summertime comes and now you're adding up money, people are just like, I don't know about that. And then I started going into that other challenge that was 5,000. I think so. The 5,000, the one that had more, the other 52-week challenge. And really, to tell you the truth, people really are not, but when you get to that one, they really are ready to give up. And it's not, you have to understand that things come up. That's why for us in the budgeting community, we do the sinking funds. So we already have a fund set up for when those tires go out. We're not going to take it from the savings challenge money. Unless we have to, because things come up and sometimes we have to, but generally we try to plan for that so that we can, keep our savings intact, because that is so important. And for me, the hardest time for me would be around this time. Mainly because I'm exempt at my job. So, I don't get overtime or anything, but I get bonuses. My bonuses come in December. So I got to wait the whole year, right? For that bonus. I get 2. And I'm telling you, this is around the time when I get like, man, I want that money. I want that money. I need that money. Like that's how it is. And, it'll be like the car situation, like this year, like I had a lot of stuff come up in this third quarter. But, luckily, I had the money. I did have to go into my 52-week, which was the first time I'd ever done that, and I remember, oh my goodness, I was really hurt. I was crying. I had borrowed from them before, but it had been a long time since I'd even done that. But it was just a lot of expenses came up, that I just did not expect. But, you know, luckily I did have the money, and even though I had the money, I still was able to still save. So, but this one oh, and that's the other thing is to save. So then one year I saw somebody did like that $5,000 when they did in 3 months. I was like, 3 months. I was like, you're supposed to wait. What are they doing? And then I was like, okay, because sometimes people, I think that person was going to buy a house or something. I can't remember, but they were going to buy a home. There's no way you could see all of this. I really apologize. Maybe, let me see if I can make it go up some. Hold up. Okay, y'all. I'm hoping that's a little bit better for you can see like the dollars, but I think some of it may still be able to focus. Whew. So anyway, now I see that once I saw, I was like, oh, okay, so people are doing them quicker. So this is actually the first time I've ever finished one this early. First time. Usually it would take, but I knew going in I wanted to finish it because I knew I had to save a large amount of money. So I just needed something for motivation, and saving it this way, to me, it makes it fun, and it gives and it motivates you to do it faster. So anyway, that's where we are today. So I was able to get this one done in just a couple of months. And then when I started with the Build-A-Bank, because I was just going to keep going, and then Build-A-Bank kind of got me over over another hump, because I was able to do that really quick, and that was a lot of fun too. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to definitely start fast forwarding because this is going to take a minute. All right. Woo, child, y'all. My arm hurts, my neck. Okay, so this was the one that was supposed to be 52, right? And I put 52 in there, but then I added, remember I said I added 22 also to that one. So it would be, so we would have 1400 instead of this 1378. I really like that it ended like that. Okay. All right, y'all. So, whew. Okay, so alrighty. So this was it. This was the end of this. We're gonna do it again. So we're gonna do this one again. Um. Oh, and also I wanted to show you guys that if you do order this, they come with rings like this. Okay, small rings. So when you start putting the money in there, I'm telling you right now, it's going to expand. You're going to need to expand. So I'm an all-time happy planner girl. So I have thousands of rings, the mini ones, the classic, the larger ones, and these are the expander rings. So you really need to get yourself some of those. I had some blue ones already because I figured that would go good with this. So I switched. I think one time I had gold on there, but then I finally switched into this. So just to let you know, because I wouldn't want you to order it and then you say, well, wait a minute, what happened? I didn't get those binders. So, I mean, those, and these are metal rings. So I love metal rings, are my favorite. I don't really like plastic rings at all, but I mean, I have some because that's usually the ones that the planners come with unless you're getting a special kind of planner. So, all right, y'all, here we go. You know who's coming up next. Who's next on deck is our money counter. Because y'all are not counting this money. I'm just not. Okay, so it is what it is. I'm not counting. I'm trying to hurry. I got other stuff to do. Okay. Ready? Make your appearance. Here we go. The pumpkins, y'all gonna have to move. This thing is really heavy, so let's just see if I can move these out of the way. And because this mat that it's on is velvety, it's not gonna slide. Okay, I just need to see the numbers. That's all we need to do is see the numbers. Okay. Now we're gonna pray that Auntie does not mess this up. So we're gonna have add. The values are going to be. We're gonna start with 50. We have add on and 50. Then don't hit that start button, girl. Okay, so here we go, y'all. This should be $1,400, please. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, that looks a little better because I was thinking, we're a little far off. Okay. All right, here go the ones. Oh, come on, y'all. Please don't make a mistake. What y'all think? I don't know. This next group. I don't know. Does it? Yes, $1,400. Yes, I was right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, you get out of here. Yes, y'all, $1,400. Y'all, Auntie Foxie saving money. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty that is with the different colors, the ombre. Right? Isn't that beautiful, y'all? That's thumbnail. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. That looks like Canadian and euros or something, right? Because our money, you ever see Canadian and euro money? Like literally, being in Europe, you don't want to spend that money. It's so pretty, so nice. Canadian money is the best though. They got little see-through parts. Yeah. I have some euros somewhere. Oh wow. Okay, so y'all, that's that on that. So we have $1,400. What I'm gonna do now that we're here, I think I'm just gonna do it all right now. I'll probably cut this. I might clip this video because I didn't want to do this all at the same time. But y'all, now we already got this as 1,400. I ain't messing with this. I'm gonna put this at though. All right, just this. 1,400. Sit you right there. Right? Now come on with the now this should be, this in here should be 4,316. Okay? So I'm not gonna count that by itself. I'm gonna say 4,316 plus 1,400 should be 5,716. Right? So this total is still up here. So when I finish counting this, it should be this. So I'm gonna put this. Okay. I don't know why I had that key thing in there because it's not like to look it up. Okay. All right, y'all, are y'all ready? Okay, I got the ones.